Alrighty, Roo, and Cuckoo Kachu to you and all my nobodies not watching out there. I had to do the audio outtake for that. And I was proud of myself. I didn't think I knew where the origin of Zero was. I didn't, full Brendan Lee Mulligan it. I obviously can't. He's Brendan Lee Mulligan. He's him. Um, and I just sort of barely paraphrased it just a bit, but I remembered it was Arabic or Arabian. So, haha, that's where they came up with it. He's so much better at the thing than I'm, but he's also a lot more invested. He was pretty dedicated to the thing, and he had every reason to be frustrated. But yeah. Anyway, back to the game as we were. Her having, at least according to me, no previous relationships. You know? Oh wait, shit. Hold on. I muted everything. I made it all make no noise. There we go. So, yeah. Zero. It might be because I say old people things like that. Okay, immediately feel fucking attacked. Goose egg is okay. I did look it up though. He's not Canadian. He's a New Yorker. He was born in New York, so he's American, and so but he is a purveyor of knowledge. Goose egg, like myself, I use phrases and things that are outside of normal speech patterns or things that are tied to any particular time, because I just like to know stuff. Very similarly, it's just I thought it was weird that they chose that. It just seems strange. It's odd, right? So I had to do the thing. But anyway, yeah. It might be because I say old people things like that. It was the bee's knees. Would that be offensive to her because she has, like, wings that are somewhat bee-like? They're not, but they're, kinda. Haha. I've always been the type of person that's really into relationships. What does that mean? I don't need to be with somebody I like. I could be single, but for whatever reason, I'm just more into being a couple, you know? Yeah, like, but then that's exactly like, what was the deal with you and Ingrid? And I feel like that's like a huge story and dark and, yeah. It's just, if that's your case, you know? Yeah. Sometimes I wish I could just be the type of person that goes on a bunch of dates and stuff, though. Meh. I mean, I think that there's people who need to date around, and they, as a result, they may learn a lot about themselves, or they may just see, like, that what they might learn about themselves, or they might learn about others, or about humanity, or about society, or their current times, or their location, or whatever, and just be like, man, okay, so I'm, like, this isn't what I want. Like, there's people watching, which I highly encourage people to watch, from cracked.com, or from Cracked, the channel on YouTube that has its first episode. It's animated, and it's one of the best things on YouTube. I've already suggested it multiple times. Their first thing is why speed dating is terrible, and the basic premise is just the main character, or not main character, the characters sort of talk about dating, and like, you don't have to be attractive to everyone, because being attractive to everyone is not an effective way to find a meaningful relationship. It just means because people don't honesty, really, not from the get-go. So if you just do that and just accept that rejection, quote unquote, or just that failure, quote unquote, or it not ending in more dates might be way, way, way better, because it saves you from time, money, energy, etc., investment. Just brutal. Like, I mean, they might have gotten it too extreme, but like, just honesty. Like, this is who I am. This is what I want. This is what I like, and this is what I need. Like, this does not apply to me, and I don't want to. I'm not gonna say it. There's a guy who's just like, I like two things. One of them is the beach, and the other one is something I'm not gonna say, because I look, if people like that, more power to them. I just don't even want to be on, like, yeah. Something that was in the Deadpool 3, or not Deadpool 3, Deadpool and Wolverine trailer. It's not new to Deadpool. It's new to Wolverine, or new to Disney. That. He's like, he likes those two things. And I'm like, okay, I've learned a lot about this character, and, and like, the sad thing is, this is not really a super spoiler. It's a small thing. It's like a thing. It's like, you see him say that. Like, he follows this advice that he gets, and it's just like, one person's like, okay then. And then another one's like, super obviously into the beach. And then there's another one that's like, super obviously into the Deadpool thing. And it's just like, swing. It's like full miss, swing and a miss, swing and a miss. It's like foul, like, if we were doing baseball terms, like where you hit it, but it's like it doesn't get like a full hit. And then he says it again, and then it's like, click. And no, that's not going to happen for everybody in every way. Speed dating, whatever, but you don't need to be attractive to everyone. In fact, that's not helpful. I've known plenty of beautiful women, girls and stuff that are just, or even guys that are just amazing. People, like, I'm not into guys, but like, people who are, there's the story of the apples, the apples at the top are the hardest to get, and people stop trying for them. And so those apples, they kind of feel like something's wrong with them because no one tries. And it's sort of like an intimidation factor, but it's not something that anybody is doing. It's not like they're not trying to intimidate. I mean, sometimes maybe. I don't know. That's an old story I was told by somebody at some point. That, it's like, those most beautiful women at the top, a lot of times they don't get asked out on dates because people don't even try. They just like, no one wants to risk climbing to the top for that. Because the higher you climb, the harder you fall, right? If you don't succeed, you risk that. That's the parallel to it. But the reality is there's still a bunch of people that just cast a wide net and just try to get everybody that they could possibly find attractive their number. And they just waste a lot of people's time. Sometimes, I mean, yeah, sure, yeah, you get dates or whatever. But is it a good connection? Is it something meaningful? Or is it just, that was kind of fun, and then sometimes it lasts for a month or two, and then now you got to deal with the awkwardness of getting out of it and breaking up. It's like, there's nothing really wrong. Or maybe there is. But even if there isn't anything wrong, doesn't mean it's right. And that makes you feel bad to just be like, I don't feel like we should spend time together doing this because we're preventing ourselves from having somebody right. Doing something that's not wrong, like having something that's not bad doesn't make it good. So, yeah. Alright. Tangent over. Moving on. I just can't even imagine myself doing that. But you like to be in a relationship, and then so you were in this relationship with Ingrid, who it seemed very toxic, but what do I know? Because I actually don't know the circumstances, or even how that even happened, or why, or how it was maintained. The circumstances, everything. It's one of those things like, I can't say shit. It's just weird. I mean, not like I'm not judging, I'm just saying there's so much I don't know there. Stella playing the field. Just seems wrong. Yeah. I think you'd be better at it than you think. Really? She's like, all of us would have dated you. All of us thought you were cute. Why do you think we hang out? We don't really like each other. We don't really get along. We hang out because of you. I don't know. I think you're pretty smooth. Well, I feel like you're definitely wrong unless you're talking about my hands. You know, you gotta blow this soft hand, right? Apart from that, nah. This character, not one of the better characters I've played. And I know it's a dating sim, and they usually tend to be like very generic characters so that the people can imprint upon it, but this one seems like actively terrible. Like, just not like they're a bad person, they're just not good at things in a way that's like, I don't need to experience electronically. I can already do that in real life. I don't know, maybe that's the lesson, is like, it could still work even if you're that bad at things. It's like, yeah, well, except for this is a game and it's specifically programmed to screw me over and to not work. I can't make good choices. And then it's still gonna work out the way it does regardless because of a simple number system. We looked at each other for a moment. No way. Well, okay. I guess not in a traditional kind of way. Never mind. Are you suggesting polyamory? Because I'm listening, but I doubt that. Maybe you were just trying to make me feel good, or I don't really know. I don't know if I'm going to have any sort of happy ending in this game at all. I don't know if I'm just about to finish the game. I've been pushing myself. I didn't want to stay up this late and do this. I had reasons I needed to go to sleep, but I'm here doing this anyway because it's kind of entertaining, and I kind of want to get through it. There was another pause. This time it looked like Day was about to say something. Stella, That's when Robert and Taylor came back into the room. I told you, sending them away to go search for friggin' non-existent ninja is stupid. Just it's a bit of a drive to the lake or wherever her house is. Just do that. You don't have to drive Robert home. He's already there. And you could totally not drive, like, Taylor home, because he walked here, and you could just be like, it wouldn't even be hard. He would be cool with it. Like, you could give him a ride home, but if you didn't want to, and kind of, like, didn't, I don't think he would take... I think it would hurt his feelings a bit, but... I think if you didn't offer, I don't think he would ask. Or if you're like, oh, no, I gotta this or that. Like, you could come up with an excuse. It's like, I didn't expect to, because, you walked here, you said it was closed and stuff. Maybe Robert can give you a ride on his dirt bike, that sort of thing. Stella was I upset that they ruined the moment? I wouldn't say they ruined it, they interrupted it. They got in the way, they stopped it. And yeah, you probably were, because something could have happened and then it didn't. But that's really on you. You should have just given Day a ride home and talked that way, because you didn't have to work. Like, in other circumstances, you might have to give someone a ride home, but like, that wasn't a requisite here. A bit. But hanging out together for the rest of the night was so fun that it was hard to complain. Okay, so so you weren't ready to call. She said she had to go soon, so that's what I was going with. But apparently, you guys hung out longer. So cool. After all the drama that happened that day, hanging out with just the four of us felt so nice. Just the four of us. I mean, I guess what, like, not considering Jesse and Ingrid and Brandon? Like, seems like you guys normally don't all hang out. That was whatever, man. Like a sanctuary. The next school day, we had to give the presentation. I'm really hoping it wasn't you. I hope it was fucking. I hope it was Taylor. He's like, just points at the thing. He's like, Mars. We shouldn't try to, like, that's dumb. We don't have the technology. Here's your thing. It's dumb. This is a dumb assignment. But we did it. We wrote stuff down. It's on this I forget the board type it is, the cardboard or whatever. The poster board. It's just seriously, like, did anybody actually follow through? And if so, like, are you like planning on being an astronaut or somebody who's like gonna terraform Mars? Like, what kind of stupid thing is this to ask of us with the limited technology we have and stuff? I was still nervous, but not as nervous as I usually am. So why were you the one to do it? Either Day or Robert should have done it. I would think. I think it was because I was with them, to be honest. Oh, so did we have to... We all stand up and do it. So yeah. I don't think we got a good mark for it, but at least we pulled it together. In like 10 minutes of minimum to, you know, some minor to serious effort. After 3 hours of basically listening to Robert talk about whatever Robert wants to talk about. Did my colors, my clothes get a little, like, not as... They get darker and more gray? Maybe it's the lighting. After the presentation, I was at my locker when Day showed up out of nowhere. Oh, hi Day! Hey. I think you forgot your textbook in class. I did? I'm pretty sure. I know because I saw you basically asleep in class after we went up. And there was a little bit of drool in it. Oh, God. Don't worry, I wiped it off before picking it up. Yeah, making it better. Cool, awesome. Was I really asleep? Yep. I don't blame you, though. Half of the class was too. It's not that I was bored, it's just that I was so nervous about the presentation that by the time it was over, I just felt so drained. Yeah, you definitely have mental stuff. Could benefit from a lot of stuff. I get it. So here it is. That magic moment where our thumbs are touching each other and it's not a thumb war. We did not declare. Okay, yeah, just a textbook. It's an oddly small textbook, right? It's more like a normal book. Like, I know she is really, like, my character's probably got really small hands. Day's got big, friggin' long ass fingers, but still. That's. Whatever, man. It's more like a dictionary, like when a small one, or a novel or something, but whatever. Not important. Our hands touched for a split second, and it was like a jolt of electricity between us. See, you always are like positive about the touching, you know, like the hugs, and you guys held hands. I thought that was kind of a big deal. It seemed out of nowhere and not really logical, but. And then I did that super cringy thing and flinched. Why? I guess just like, oh, scared. I'm scared. Oh, but there's like hearts and oh, shit. Her eyes aren't hearts, but they're a very lavender, purpley shade that... Maybe not lavender, it's more purple. But... And the hearts kind of give it, because they're half-lidded, an almost heart-like shape. But when I looked up, they was smiling and staring deep into my eyes. I was so embarrassed I just stood there smiling like a goof back at her. My brain couldn't come up with anything to say then. Sorry. Hey, Stella? Yeah? You never told me your sign. Fair question. Your zodiac sign. My sign! Oh yeah, words. Things. Yeah. I'm back. I'm here. I'm sorry. Right. If I had to guess, I don't know what goes really well with Scorpios. Like, I know about zodiac stuff, but I also don't. So, like, I get them all mixed up. It's complicated, and it's more complicated than people think. And also, I don't think that they necessarily would have just given you the most ideal one anyway. Also, this character has basically no personality, so it makes it real hard to, like, I mean, I don't know. I want to say, I don't want to, because I feel like it's just an insult to all the nobodies not watching out there that might possibly potentially share that sign. If I had to guess, though, not just if I had to make a guess, this is not an insult to these people. I actually met a lot of them, and they're very interesting people. But if I had to guess, I'd be like Pisces or a Sagittarius, maybe. So, yeah, your sign, right? Sorry, distracted. Yeah. Oh my God, I got it right! Ah, that's kind of sad though, because you're not a very good Pisces, because they're usually much more interesting. You are a very muted Pisces. But I think it's awesome that I got it right. Like, of all the things, like, that's like a one... well, I took 2 guesses, so that's like 1 in 6 chance, because I took 2. But that was my first guess. And I did not play this and come back through it. I don't know. I just guessed. Oh. Yeah, no. You're a Scorpio and Pisces. That's Pisces or water, I believe, because they're the fishies. Scorpio or fire, I believe. Pretty sure. Cool. What? Well, Pisces and Scorpios are pretty compatible. Are they? I don't think they are. Aren't they? Damn it! I'm gonna end this and start it because I want to. I mean, it says yes, tell the truth. I'm gonna say yes, tell the truth. Like, if this is what the game says, if the game, yeah, it says tell the truth. I didn't think, are Scorpios water signs? I thought they were fire signs. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Pretty sure Pisces are water signs because they're supposed to be the fishes. Maybe Scorpios are water signs. I don't fucking know. I mean, yes, they are. Huh. Yeah, that's cool. Totally. So, we should team up again. Not on school projects, though. Maybe we can solve the case of the haunted library book or other crimes. Let's avoid actual crimes. I don't want to suggest this. I would like to know why Ingrid is dead and that whole thing, but I also don't think that would be a good thing to do with you. The haunted library book totally sounds like a thing that we could do, because it will probably go nowhere and sounds like a Hardy Boys or whatever. I forget what the damn it, I forget what the female version of that was. Or just hang out, haha. Yeah, yeah. Ha ha ha. I couldn't even remember why we were laughing so hard. What the hell was so funny? Awkwardness! Awkward laughing and happiness. Because it was so early in the morning, was she nervous as I was? I couldn't stop my stomach from doing somersaults. Yeah, that would be cool. Cool. Oh, I gotta get to second period. See you at lunch? For sure. Awesome. Later. Maybe I was just imagining it. I was probably really sleep deprived. But I swear I thought I saw her skip a little when she ran off to homeroom. I saw somebody skip today. And it made me smile. I think skipping is awesome. I support it. And what made it even more interesting was it was a young man. It was like a boy. Like, he wasn't like a child. He was like, I don't know. I'm bad at guessing people's ages, but you wouldn't normally expect a young man of that age to skip. And he was just like, I'm skipping. And like, he had like friends and they were older and stuff, and he's like, I'm still skipping. And I'm just like, I wanted to like salute him, but I thought that'd be fucking weird. It's already weird that I even notice and that I'm talking about it. But I was like, respect for skipping. Like, I like skipping. I think skipping is a good thing. It usually indicates somebody's in a good mood, and it's also a pretty efficient means of traveling slightly faster without putting out too much effort. Be childish. Enjoy life. Skip. Yeah. Damn it! Fucking stop for a second, though.